Okay, this is sound from the AirPods, and I think you might be hearing me now, but uh, for some reason, you're not hearing me from the microphone. Hello. Okay, great. I think the microphone was off. Can you guys hear me now? Hello. Uh, check again. Matthew, just check again because it says here that you should be able to hear me. Okay. Okay, great. Adele's Technologies, thank you very much. Okay, great. I actually forgot to increase the volume of the microphone. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from where you are. Okay, good night, even. Okay. Um, I'm super excited to be here, really. It's been a while I did this. Yeah, I used to, create Nocode Africa cohorts where I teach people how to build mobile and web apps without coding. That was last year, but at some point I stopped. So this is like super exciting to do it again in the Nocode Africa Bootcamp. Okay, so let's just wait for a couple of minutes for other people to join us. Then from there we can just continue. But while we are waiting, I would like to know where you're joining from. Yeah, so just drop a comment for me and let me know where you're joining from. Personally, myself, I'm joining this program from Innopolis City in Russia. Yeah, so just drop your own city where you're joining from so I can uh, know where most persons are joining from. Okay, so I'm going to basically flag some of the comments that I see here. Uh, Thank you very much, Chidima. I might not be able to pronounce other people's names. Yeah, so I will just flag you here just to know that, okay, yeah, I saw your comments. Joy Alberts, Joy is always available. Audrey, Victor, Tom, Sonia Style, um Adele's Technologies. Yeah, finally it's here, Matthew. I can see your enthusiasm, right? So, Akindola, Tutor's World, Onyidamola, Ibrahim, Victor, JJ. Uh, okay, thank you very much, and yeah, thank you very much for letting me know that I wasn't audible when we started. Uh, I am currently audible, I believe. Okay, so yeah, please just let me know where you're joining in from. Ido, thank you very much. Um, Okay, Startup Success. Thank you for joining. Francisca, good to have you here. Tech with Tobecca, good to have you here. Okay, all right. Yeah, we're good. Tutors all set. They can hear me. Thank you very much, Ido. Okay, so I think, wait, gone again? Oh my goodness. There's no sound at all. Okay, so what's really going on? Are we good? Can you guys hear me like properly? Okay, okay. I can see like a lot of people are saying they can hear me. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. Okay, great. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you very much, Queen. Joseph, thank you. Okay. Uh, Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Great. Okay, I'm great, Ariane. Okay, so I think we're almost done with the pleasantries. So yeah, people are joining from Master is joining from India, Joseph is joining from Nigeria, Titus World Nigeria, Michael Lagos Nigeria, Akindola Nigeria, Dave Keys from Lagos Nigeria, Liam Serial Abuja Nigeria, Yashim Nigeria, Linux Nigeria. We have somebody from Congo. Okay, joining from Lagos, Chidima, Bangladesh, Ariane. Okay, so I will just be recognizing everyone by just flashing it on the screen. Yeah. So, so this is basically just extending pleasantries. Okay, Obong Brown is from Abuja, Nigeria. Sunia Style, Abuja, Nigeria. Okay, so we will just do pleasantries. Then from there we will start our introduction to the Nocode Africa Bootcamp. We have someone from Pakistan. Cool. Mohammed, good to have you here. Lokuja, Nigeria, Lagos, Kampala. Someone from Akwa Ibom, Nigeria. That's where I'm from. Cool. Abuja, Nigeria. Johannesburg. Good to have you here. Algeria, Abuja. Great. All right. South Africa. Nice. Okay, so we have a good number of people from everywhere in the world, I believe. Uh, Titus was saying, "What are you doing?" Okay, Russia is pretty safe. Yeah, I'm pretty safe. Okay. Um. Okay, India, Lagos. Okay, I will just try to just punch everyone that has said something. Palencia, Spain. Enugu, Nigeria, India. Okay, Congo again. Nice, nice. Thank you very much for joining, guys. Really, really super excited to have everyone here. And it's going to be like super beneficial for everyone, really. I will tell you what you should know about how to build applications without writing codes. I will also teach you the different strategies that you can actually leverage on to make money out of it, right? So it's going to be super exciting. I will tell you what I have been doing myself, not things that I've read online or something. I will just tell you how it is, right? Okay, so okay, thank you very much to everyone that has said something and made me understand that I am audible. Okay. All right, so there are lots of comments. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, so we're gonna start. And okay, we have a lot of people. Uganda. We have a lot of people here. Super excited, really. All glory to God. Okay, so hi guys, my name is David Orok, and I'm your friend, and I will always be your friend, right? I like to say that because it's true. Okay, so I so first of all, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has actually created time to join this session out of your very busy schedule. Because I know that you have other things that you're doing with your life, and this is just you jumping in to learn one or two things about how to build a business, right? So this is an introductory class. We're not going to spend so much time, hopefully. Well, I said within 2 hours we should be done. We might not even stay up to 2 hours, depending on how everything is. I hope that my background is not noisy. Okay, so I think I might have to. Please, if I told my background is noisy, just let me know. I might consider changing location. Yeah. Okay, but if at all you can hear me very well, then I think I'm good. All right. So, but if it's pretty noisy, just let me know. I can try to change location quickly. Yes, somebody, Raphael, please, this call going to be recorded? Yes, the call is going to be recorded. Yep, the call is going to be recorded, and you can always have it available much later. Yeah. Yeah, so we have different people from different places. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Raphael actually said these a lot of time. Yes, yes, it's going to be recorded. That's a lot of messages. Okay. All right. So I think I've reached the end of the comments. So let's get. Okay, somebody's saying something. James from Uganda. Are we beginning from zero, Mr. David? Yes, yes, we're beginning from zero. Yeah. So okay, let me just introduce you to the Nocode Africa Bootcamp and what is expected, what you should expect in the bootcamp, right? Okay, someone told me that my voice is, it's not noisy, my voice is well projected, so I think that's a good thing. But if at any point in time my background becomes noisy, right, just let me know. I will try to change the environment like really quick. Okay, so let me first of all start by introducing myself, and then we can like talk about the document for the bootcamp itself. Yeah, but meanwhile, I think a lot of people are not really here. We have a good number of people in the community, but uh, I'm not really seeing everyone joining like right now. I'm not seeing people join as much as they should, I think, right? So, but if at all you know of a friend or a colleague who actually wanted to, join this particular bootcamp but isn't here, you can just reach out to the person, because this is going to be like a life-changing 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to making sure that you learn the skills that you need to actually, start, grow, and scale your own business. Not within the 6 weeks, of course, not within the 6 weeks, but you're going to start, grow, and build your startup. At least you're going to start, during the bootcamp. And you're not just going to start building just the application, you're going to start the business as well. Because initially, right, what I was always doing was I was always like, teaching people how to build apps without coding. And then later on, I was advised by a colleague of mine and friend who actually mentioned that instead of just teaching people how to build apps without coding, why not just also introduce them to how to build a business, right, out of the applications, out of the skills that they have, because the reason why the No Code Africa initiative even started in the first place was because of what I experienced myself as a startup founder. So let me say something about myself, right? So my name is David the Rock, and just like I said before, I'm your friend, and I will always be your friend. Yeah, and I studied chemical engineering at the University of Uyo, Nigeria, and I graduated in 2017. And after that, I went for the mandatory NYC program. I served in KB State, and after my NYC in KB State, I tried getting a job as a chemical engineer, but it didn't really work out. I wasn't even invited for interviews. I don't know why, for real. So the thing is, I finished with a second class upper honors. So it is expected that I should at least get some interviews. I am not an entitled person, but at least I expected that I should get some invitation for to interviews, right? So, but I didn't even get any invitation to an interview, and because of that particular problem, I decided to venture into entrepreneurship. Well, the thing is, if I want to like really track the time when I started technological entrepreneurship, it would be in 2016, which was the year I did my final year project in chemical engineering. So I actually worked on recycling lead from sport car batteries into organo lead halide perovskite solar cells. That's basically like, recycling the materials from, lead acid accumulator batteries, all right? Harvesting the lead metal itself, and then using the materials there to create organo lead halide perovskite materials, which you now get to use in building the solar cells themselves. So that was what I worked on first, and then it was more like me co-pioneering that technology. And after that, I decided to build a company out of it. I actually registered an engineering firm in Corporate Affairs Commissions, Nigeria, Piston Spark PLC, cool stuff, right? And then after that, I started thinking about running a company, using technology to solve problems in the world. And I think that's actually how my career as a technological entrepreneur started. And then, well, the number one problem that you get to face as an entrepreneur or tech enthusiast is the money problem, right? You start having issues with where to raise money from, right? So I had that problem at first, and it was one of the reasons why I had to pivot from running Piston Spark PLC, right, to another startup called Rocky Shelf, right? Rocky Shelf was more like an online bookshelf, right? Yeah, online bookshelf where university students in Nigeria could get access to study materials, solution manuals, past questions and answers, textbooks and all of that. I ran that in 2017, and then after a while, I ran out of enthusiasm to build it. Yeah, so then after that, I went for NYC in 2017, 2018, which was the same period that I started the studied eel space technologies. And I ran eel space as an online directory for finding co-working spaces nearest to you, right? And to you in Nigeria, right? So I did that for at least the whole of 2018, but it wasn't as successful as I imagined. And so what I did was I went ahead to, when I finished NYC, I came back to my town, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and then with the help of my cousin, who helped me with a 1 year's rent for a shop that I was using to run the co-working space. I basically pivoted the eel space business to a co-working space business, right? Because the initial business model wasn't working. And then after that, the next thing that I did was I ran the business as a co-working space for 3 years, right? 2 years, 3 years, right? And that was where I built character. Yeah, I built character as an entrepreneur, and I built most of the doggedness that I have right now. Yeah, with regards to surviving and surviving in the hard times, right? So, and then while running the co-working space, I built the eel space marketplace, which was more like Upwork, right, for hiring African talents, particularly people from the co-working space, and then later on, basically Nigerians. That didn't really run very well, and then at some point, I ran into some issues. Early 2022, January precisely, and then I had to shut down the co-working space, and I shut down the co-working space in March 2022. And after that, okay, before I shut down the co-working space, I got a fully funded scholarship from Quantic School of Business and Technology, USA, where I did my MBA program. And it was basically for a 13 months period. And after that, I believe I can still be heard. Please, if at any point in time you can't hear me, please just let me know, because the whole essence of this session is for you to, hear me and possibly learn a couple of things from my story, and of course, eventually get to learn the things that I will teach you, and not just myself, right? Other people, other teachers, the industry leaders that I talked about will come to teach you throughout the 6 weeks period of the bootcamp, right? So now I started the MBA program in March 2022, and I really wanted to leave Nigeria, right? Yeah, I wanted to just leave my country to another place where I could possibly have my talents appreciated more. And that was when I went to that was when one of my friends who happens to be here in Russia introduced me to Innopolis University, where I recently finished my master's program in technological entrepreneurship. Yeah, so that's basically my story. I got a fully funded scholarship from Innopolis University, and I came here in August 2022 and started my master's program here. It was when it was the period that I came here that I discovered no code development. So now the thing is this, right? I know I skipped some parts, but in 2022, right, I wanted to start the Space marketplace to connect business owners to top rated technical talents in Nigeria, so that they can hire them for on-demand services. That was like the idea, right? And so I had to take a loan, a huge amount of money to pay a software developer to build the idea, to build the application, right? So because as at then I just knew that the only way to build an application, a web application, or maybe a website, right, was was to hire a traditional developer to build the application for you, right? I didn't know that there was something called no code, right? Because man, if you're actually from where I'm from, which is Nigeria, right, you know that it's actually very difficult for you to raise seed capital, raise money to even fund your business. So why do we have to suffer and think about ways to raise money to build an application when you don't even know whether the idea will succeed or not? And so when I got here, they actually introduced me to no code development because my program, technological entrepreneurship, it was basically to teach you how to build a tech company, and then for you to build a tech company, you have to have the skills. All right, apart from knowing how to sell and apart from coming up with the idea, you have to have the skills, the required skills to build and run a tech company, and that simply means that you should know how to build your application, your product itself, not just not just coming up with the idea. You should be able to like build it yourself, right? So I was introduced to no code development, building your startup idea into an app, a mobile or web application via no code development, or building your app via coding. So I was basically introduced to both. So I was taught Flutter development. That's you writing codes to build your apps. I was also introduced to no code development. You don't have to write any codes. Well, so that was like the whole thing. And then when I discovered that this was possible, guys, I was like, it is actually possible to build an app, like a mobile application that can run on your Android device, or maybe on your iOS or on your Android device. I was like super excited, like sincerely, because I had taken loans before to build an application that turned out to not work at all, right? The application worked, but the business didn't work, right? So, yeah, because everyone has ideas. Like we all have these very beautiful ideas, and always coming up with the money, the exact amount of money to turn the idea into a mobile or web application is usually a problem, particularly to us Africans, right, who have difficulties in raising seed capital, right? So when I discovered it, I was like, it was more like the caveman discovering fire. Yeah, I was like super excited about it, and when I saw it, I just wanted to teach everybody how to do it, sincerely. So that was, I basically discovered this in, I think the classes started in S- September, right? So yeah, I think the classes started in September. Uh, I hope my network is good. Connection is fairly good. Even Wi-Fi try plugging. Guys, can you hear me very well? Because I don't know. I just got an information that my network is fluctuated for some seconds. All right. Okay. So when I discovered these, I really just wanted to teach everybody. Like I just wanted to really teach everybody, particularly Africans. I wanted to teach Africans, Nigerians, how to build turn their startup ideas into a mobile or web application without coding. And so in December, I created the YouTube channel. That's the EOSpace YouTube channel. And so now that I'm talking about the EOSpace YouTube channel, please, just click to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's this YouTube channel. Please click to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and like this video as well, because this is an introductory class to the Nocode Africa Bootcamp. And if you if you like the video, right, it will tell the YouTube algorithm that this is a good video, because this is a good video, guys, isn't it? Yeah, so just like the video and subscribe to the channel as well, so that this video can reach more people, and we can actually get more Africans, more Nigerians who will understand how to build apps without coding. And also, of course, we have other people from everywhere in the world, other people too as well. Okay, so that's like the idea. So please just subscribe to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button, and like this video as well. And you can share it on your WhatsApp status to get more people to join this session, because I will just be telling you the truth the way it is. Sincerely, I will just be telling you the truth the way it is. How I discovered this fire, right? And the amount of passion that I have to share it across everyone else. Yeah. So that's like the idea. So I started the YouTube channel in December, and I didn't just create the YouTube channel, right? I created the channel, and then I went ahead to, I went ahead to create, cohorts, right? Different learning cohorts for people that want to, learn how to build applications without coding, right? So I created the Nocode Africa cohort, and then I started teaching people basically for free. Yeah, I started teaching for free at first, and then later on I started creating courses on Udemy and selling those ones, and then I even put some courses on Seller as well, because of course I needed to grow, I needed to make money myself, right? Which is also one of the ways I would tell you you can generate some revenue from the skill that I'm about exposing you guys to. All right, so in the whole of 2023 we had like 5 cohorts. Yeah, so we had 5 cohorts, and the duration of the training was always 6 weeks. Yeah, so in the very first cohort, no, was it first cohort or second cohort? I think it was the second cohort. I think by then I was already a FlutterFlow ambassador. All right, so let me flag it so you guys can, let me see where I can find that. Um, Actually, it's actually a thing of pride for me. Yeah. So the thing is, let me share my screen briefly so you guys can like see it. So I'm sharing my screen, basically my entire screen, I think, right? Can I just share window? I think I'm just share window. Yeah, so I'm just sharing just the window here. Okay, so I believe you guys can see it. So this is basically the screen that shows the uh, ambassadors for FlutterFlow, and this is your guy, right? Cool. So this is me and other people. So basically, David the Rock for Africa, right? So I will just stop sharing here. Yeah. So I became FlutterFlow ambassador, and it was basically because of my commitment to teaching more people how to turn their ideas into mobile and web applications. So I started like, creating content on YouTube, and then sharing it with a lot of people, and then getting them to understand how this thing is being done. So that was basically the whole idea and concept that got me to becoming a FlutterFlow ambassador. Yeah. So now I'm like super excited to share these same fire with everyone here, but this particular session is a little bit different from what I am used to, like how I used to do it before. Because at first I was always like, okay, I'm just gonna teach you how to turn your startup uh, idea to a mobile application, right? So just showing you how to teach to build your apps without coding. But just like I said earlier on, a friend of mine actually advised that instead of just showing teaching how to build apps without coding, right? No Code Africa can just shift a little bit from just teaching people how to build apps without coding to actually showing them also how to turn their ideas into a business. Now, I believe that every one of you here, right, is actually present in this particular bootcamp because you perceive some value from this, and then you you have been able to figure out that there's a lot of economic importance to what I am saying, right? And then you've also figured out that you will be able to use whatever information I will be sharing here with you to grow yourself and build your startup. And that's exactly what is going to happen here. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much to the people who said they've actually subscribed to the channel. uh Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, just hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel as well. And please like the video as well, because just like I said earlier, if you like the video, the YouTube algorithm will pick it up and say, oh yeah, this is a very good video, let me show it to more people. So please like the video as well. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've actually talked a whole lot, and I think I've spoken for like 30 minutes roughly. Yeah, about myself and the reason behind why this initiative started. Right, that's the Nocode Africa initiative, and why we're doing what we're doing right now. So, I would like us to talk about the business side of things, right? So, if you notice, if I told you're here, right, and then you're a startup founder, early stage startup founder, or maybe you've actually built a product before, right? You would agree with me that most times after you have finished spending so much money, let's say you wake up one morning and you're like, oh, I have this very beautiful idea, and you're so driven with the passion to turn it into a mobile app, right? A lot of people always want to, like, as soon as they just have the idea, they just want to turn it into a product and start selling and start, getting people to start using it, right? Which is not wrong, right? That passion is super cool now, but let's say you finish, you've gotten that passion, the enthusiasm, the idea itself, and then you build the application. Of course, let's say you have money, and then you hired a traditional developer to build the application for you, right? So, and then you've built it and you push it into the market, and you discover that the market response is totally different. People are not buying the products that you spend so much time building. And let's say you spent like 5 million naira. Okay, let's maybe I could use a universal currency, or most recognized currency, I guess. So let's say the dollar, right? Let's say you spent like 2,000, $3,000, right, to build the application, and then you finally launched it, and then you were expecting like this huge response from the market because of what? My idea is superb, my idea is amazing, only for you to figure it out that in 1 week, no one has actually bought anything from your application. In 2 weeks, nothing is happening. In 1 month, you've made $0, right? But basically, you spent a lot of money. Now, the thing is this, it's not really about just making the money. It's about the traction as well. People are not signing up, right? People are not visiting your platform at all, right? So now you're going to be like super worried, right? Like, what exactly was I thinking when I launched when I spent that amount of money building the idea? What was I thinking, right? The reason is because when you started building, like when you started the whole thing, you were just thinking that, okay, as soon as I just build the application, you recognize the problem, you thought everybody has that problem, or a good number of people have that problem, and you were like, okay, let me build it, let me turn it into a mobile application. People are going to jump on it. I'm going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg, I'm going to be the next Elon Musk, right? And then somehow it turns out that it's not true, right? Well, you could be the next Elon Musk, but maybe not just yet, right? And then it's not working, and you've spent that amount of money. Then after a while, you actually quit, but now you've sunk in a lot of money into it. Meanwhile, right now, what you did wasn't super wrong. Well, it is wrong anyway, because you're supposed to have done market research and then identified whether people really want these solution you're trying to provide to their problem. You were supposed to even do some research to identify other people who have actually tried solving the problem. Did they solve it? How did they solve it? And when they solved it, how did they try selling it? What were the gaps that you could actually identify early enough so that you don't get to fall into it as well, right? So you should have done that correctly. But anyways, not everybody knows these things. So yeah, you just decided to run with the enthusiasm, and then you built the application. Okay, but now you spend a lot of money, and it's not going to come back really. The software is there. Very, very possible that you built something that people didn't want, right? Because you never asked them what they really need. You just thought that, okay, since I have the problem, maybe you know of two of your friends that have the problem, and then you've been asking them, what's up, if I can fix this particular issue for you, would you be willing to pay it? And they're like, yeah, sure, be willing to pay it. But man, they're your friends. What did you expect them to say? So, well, after you've solved all of that, the main problem now is that you've actually spent a lot of money, right? That you've spent a whole lot of money building up the application, right? So, I believe that, you know, throughout this bootcamp, you're going to be exposed to the do's and the don'ts and the things that you shouldn't do when starting your, when you're building your startup, when you're trying to even build an application itself, right? You'll be exposed to a lot of things from market research to, sorry, let's start with the very first one, ideation. What is your idea about? Um, Okay, somebody's asking a very important question. Yeah, I know I've been talking about Africans a whole lot. So someone is asking, this is only for Africa or anyone can join to this bootcamp? Actually, this is for everyone, really. Yeah, it's actually for everyone. It's just that at first, the initiative was for Africans. Yeah, but right now it's for everyone. Everyone across the world can actually participate in this training, right? So yeah, it's for everyone. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So where did I stop? Okay, I was trying to say that now in this bootcamp you're going to be exposed to ideation, you're going to be exposed to market research and team building, you're going to be exposed to product development, you're going to be exposed to customer acquisition and then exit strategy. So we have like a couple of industry leaders who will be here to teach you. All right. So okay, so someone is, I think I would just be distracted from time to time to just answer questions here in the comment section. I believe that's actually a proper thing to do. So meanwhile, we have some more people that have joined. Okay, so thank you very much for joining from Thailand. Uh, okay, so yeah, Hamid, yeah, we will address this when we've actually started the real classes, right? Okay. Um, Let me look for another question. So, are we going to learn how to build apps using FlutterFlow during this program? Yes, you're going to learn how to build apps using FlutterFlow, right? And also Bubble, right? So there's another instructor that will come to teach you Bubble, and you're going to be exposed to how to use Bubble to build apps, right? So I will teach you personally how to build apps with FlutterFlow because that's my area of specialty. Yeah. Yeah, the rain, anyone can actually join. Yeah. Thank you very much for responding. Okay. So I think it's high time I get to share the presentation and then we can just walk through the document together. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen, right? Share my screen. I'm just gonna share the window and I'm basically sharing this presentation. All right, so this is the presentation. This is the Nocode Africa Minimum Viable Product / Business Development Bootcamp. It's basically a 6 weeks virtual training for early stage startup founders, entrepreneurs, students, um, and business owners who are looking forward to understanding how to start, build, build and scale their business. With using the lean startup formula, right? So that means you're not looking forward to spending too much money. Okay, so it's a 6 weeks virtual training, like I said before, and this is the part where I think I've already talked about this. I've told you guys about myself, right? And so this is the bootcamp overview. This particular document will be made available to everyone immediately after this training, right? So this is the document that will show you what is going to happen in the bootcamp and what you are supposed to like expect. So the Nocode Africa MVP / Business Development Bootcamp is a 6-week intensive bootcamp designed to equip aspiring African entrepreneurs with the skills and knowledge to transform their ideas into viable minimum viable products and secure their first customers, right? So these are like resources to tell you what an MVP is and what it takes to actually build a business, right? So these are the bootcamp objectives, right? So the curriculum basically equips startup founders with technical and business development skills. So now, initially, what we were doing at Nocode Africa was just equipping you with technical skills, helping you understand how to, build your application without having to code, right? So I think I could present this thing full screen. Can I do that? Okay, for some reason. Yeah, this is great. Sorry, I should have done this ever since. Okay, so yeah, we've already talked about this, and yeah, we talked about this. So this is the bootcamp objectives. So yeah, the key feature here is a hands-on project where you build a real e-commerce store from scratch, ensuring you understand how to create and launch an MVP using no-code tools. Now, so what this simply means is that we're not here to just talk. We're not just here to get you excited and leave you alone, right? So we are basically here to introduce you to how to actually build a business, how to start, and how to even think of possible business ideas. And then when you've identified the business idea, how to go ahead with market research, how to build your MVP, right? In this particular training, you're going to learn how to build an e-commerce application without coding. Now, this is going to be during the training period itself. After the training period, you're going to be that's immediately after the training period, you're going to be allowed to actually come up with your own idea and then build the an MVP for your idea within 1 week. And then after that, you can actually test it in the last week and get real-time customers. So that's like the idea. So we're not looking at you just learning how to build apps without coding, right? So the people that just want to learn how to build apps without coding, you guys are welcome, right? So it's totally okay. It's not a must that you must learn the business side of things, right? So the part where you're going to be learning how to build apps, if that's the one thing that brought you here, then you're going to receive that, right? So but this is like the entirety of the whole thing, right? So you get to learn every single thing from ideation, market research, MVP development, customer acquisition and retention, fundraising, and exit strategies. So this is like the entire curriculum for the Nocode Africa Bootcamp. So then there are some other documents that you'll be expected to read, right? Like the Mata Kagan, all right? So you're going to read some documents that will inspire you about building a startup. Okay, so then these are like the frequently asked questions, right? FAQs. So what are the requirements to join the bootcamp? Basically, you need to have like a deep passion for entrepreneurship, right? So I don't know where you're actually from, but there's a huge unemployment problem across the entire world, right? So, but one of the coolest thing is that if at all you're entrepreneurial, you have these, problem-solving mindset, you're definitely going to survive. I survived, right? Because when I finished studying chemical engineering in my bachelor's, I wasn't able to get a job. But one way or the other, I had to think about different ways to, raise money and by solving problems, right? Solving problems and selling the solutions. So the one of the requirements here to joining this bootcamp and actually succeeding in the bootcamp is that you need to have a passion for entrepreneurship, basic computer skills. It is expected that you should have basic computer skills and a strong desire to learn and grow. And so the thing is this, right? So the basic computer skills here is that for you to build apps without coding, you are going to have to need a laptop, right? So it's either you own one or you can actually borrow from someone or even rent from somewhere. All right, but you will need a laptop to actually learn how to build apps without coding. So what is the expected time commitment? So participants should expect to dedicate approximately 10 to 15 hours per week to the bootcamp. Now the thing is this, you're not going to be taught 10 to 15 hours per week. You're going to be exposed to some things, right? And then given exercises to do, right? That's like the whole idea. And then, do I need any prior business experience or a business idea? So, absolutely not, right? So, Nocode Africa is designed to cater to individuals at all stages of their entrepreneurial journey. So, do I need any prior coding experience? Because since we're teaching you how to build apps, you might be considering and thinking, do I need to have been someone who knew how to code? No, you don't need to. So we will be teaching you how to build apps without coding, and where you will need to write any form of code, which is basically what we call custom functions in FlutterFlow, right? Custom function, custom widgets, right? In FlutterFlow, you will be shown how to come up with those codes, which is basically using ChatGPT. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so this is the program structure. We have our virtual classes, which is going to happen here on YouTube. And then, of course, you will always have access to the classes here, right? But you should try not to miss it so that you can actually ask questions, which is the most important part of the learning process, right? So being able to ask questions so you can increase your retention, right? So duration is going to be 1 to 2 hours, and then that's 1 to 2 hours per day, and we're going to be having classes 3 times weekly, right? So we're looking at Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's like the periods that you're going to have classes. Like today we have an introduction. We won't have any class tomorrow. So now what you're going to have in between is basically things you need to study. So I will send you links to things you're supposed to learn, and that's both when it comes to product development, building apps without coding, and then the business side of things as well. So the time is going to be 2 p.m. West African time. All right, that's Lagos time. Every single day that we have a class, and then basically the training starts officially on 7th August, right? That's like when we start the real training. So this was basically an introduction, right? And then your graduation date is 15th September. That's like when you actually start the like graduate from the program. And one of the most beautiful thing that will happen to you prior and on the graduation date is that you would have, if at all you're excited about certificates, really. So let's start with the knowledge. You would have gotten so much knowledge that you're getting for free, and then experience and exposure and access to a community of a lot of people without having to pay anything, right? And that's one part. You would have been able to identify what you really want to do with your life, like your life's purpose, possibly, right? We hope that this can happen to you too, right? So, and then figure out the business idea you want to, focus on for some time. And then what else? You're also going to get like lots of certificates, right? So certificates from academy.vc for A, I will show you. And then, which is where you're going to be learning most of your theoretical business knowledge from, right? So academy.vc for A, and then you're also going to get certificate of participation from the Nocode Africa organization, right? That's upon graduation and finishing every single milestone that is expected of you. So that's like it. And then so here for week one, we're basically the first week we're just talking about welcome and introduction. So right now it's just welcome, right? And then some introduction to bootcamp goals and objectives, idea validation. Well, we have not talked about idea validation, but we're going to talk about this eventually. So define your business goals and mission, introduction to no-code tools and development. These are basically the resources that you're going to use, all right, to actually identify these things. So I will share this document with everyone who is part of the community. So I don't know if somebody can help me just drop the link to the community. I will do that myself, actually. I'll do that myself. Okay, maybe immediately after I finish sharing the slide, I will drop the link to join the community on Telegram. All right, so we have that was for week one. Then this is week two. We're going to be looking at market research, understanding your target customers and market, defining core features, building the foundation of your e-commerce store, right? So now the reason why we're building an e-commerce store as the main application is because when we build an e-commerce store, it's going to have like almost all the core features for an application, payment gateway, cart functionality, a lot of things. You're going to learn a whole lot of things just by building an e-commerce store. Okay, and then these are additional resources that you're going to need while going through this bootcamp before diving into the market, knowing your customers, develop a value proposition. All right, so then we have week three. Week three is going to be core MVP development. So the thing is this, you're going to be learning these things in between. It might be a bit scattered a bit, but you're going to be learning so many of these things in between. So building essential functionalities, catalog creation, payment functionality, and lots more. All right. So then we will talk about customer acquisition and retention. So the thing is this, right? When you've actually conceived your idea and then done your market research and then built a product, you're going to start thinking about how to acquire customers. Right now, this is a very important aspect of business development, which most people don't really pay attention to at the beginning. They're always like, okay, let me just turn my idea into a mobile app first. After that, I am good, right? So we will be teaching you how to acquire your first customers. One of the most weirdest ways to acquire your first customers and retain them, how you can scale your business and increase customer retention. Then we will talk about implementing shopping cart and checkout process. That's the application itself. All right. And then we will discuss some of these extra resources, which is how to sell your product, getting your first customer, growing your customer base, right? So these are basically links to resources you need to like read. Okay, so then we have week 5, fundraising and exit strategies. Now, this is one of the most exciting part of the bootcamp because when you've actually finished the first stages of your business development processes, right? Let's say you reach the point where you need to raise money. How do you raise money? Most persons that are currently in this bootcamp might be at this stage, right? Maybe they've actually built an app before, so they are actually coming here to learn how to raise money or how to come up with exit strategies that can actually be beneficial to their business, right? So that's where this particular week, this is what this week is for. So we will have one of the most interesting entrepreneurs, Travis Stephan, who is basically a serial entrepreneur with about 8 exits, right? He's in the US and he will be teaching you, fundraising strategies and exit strategies as well, because he has actually built several companies valued above $1 million and all, and then he has sold them off, right? And so he's basically the best person to talk about, fundraising and exit strategies. So he will talk about that, right? So and then okay, I didn't mention the people that were going to handle some of this other part. So customer acquisition and retention will be handled by Williams. Williams is one of the finest entrepreneurs and technological entrepreneurs that you will actually see around, right? So he's going to be handling this particular session. I will introduce them with time, right? And then we also have market research will be handled by Alfred Lazarus. So he'll be responsible for these. And then also when it comes to the MVP development, so we're going to have myself handling this part, and then we're also going to have another person, Blessing Victor. She is going to be the one responsible for, taking you through building these apps without coding using Bubble, another no-code instrument. Okay, so well, this watch is telling me that it's time to stand. I'm not going to listen to that. Okay, so now let's see, week 6, right? So this is basically graduation. Now before graduation, right, you're going to have to test your application in the market, launch it out, right? Launch it out the way it is with your MVP, the way it is, and then get your first sets of customers who will actually pay for your product itself. So, and then of course we're also going to talk about the documents that you get, like of course the certificates and everything for everyone that actually qualifies to get the certificate. And so another cool stuff that I would like you to identify here is the fact that we have the Nocode Africa community. All right, so you can actually leverage on this because here you have people from different places in the world, and you can find them on on the Telegram community and WhatsApp community, right? And you can learn a whole lot of things from them. So I don't know if I've been heard all this while, really. Okay, so let me stop sharing. I just wanted to be sure that okay, okay, I'm going to continue the presentation, but let me just come back here and look at what is going on. So okay, someone is asking where can one register? Okay, so let me do 2 things. I'm going to drop the link. Just hold on. I'm going to drop the link to the community. I'm going to drop the link to register if at all you've not registered for the bootcamp. So let me just quickly look for that link to share. Okay, so I think it's in the community here. So please just 1 second. Well, more than 1 second. Okay, so we have here, this is, I've gotten one of the links. So here is the link to, I'm typing it here, to join the Nocode Africa, to register, to register for the Nocode Africa Bootcamp. I'm typing it here right now in the comment section so you see it soon. Bootcamp. So this is the link. Oh, I copied it. Why is it not pasting? Okay, let me try it again. So I'm clicking here and saying copy link. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, so I pasted the link here. Hold on, let me paste the second link. So we have another part where I need you to join. So then here's the link to the Telegram channel. So please join the Telegram channel. This is where you're gonna get a lot of information really fast. Okay, so this is a Telegram channel. So I'm pasting it now. Okay, so if you check the comment section now, you'll get to see I'm saying this because somebody asked where can one register. So I think that's for Babatunde. So Babatunde, just check the comment section. You will see the link to register for the bootcamp. All right, so yeah, somebody said here the bootcamp is for FlutterFlow, right? Yes, it's mostly for FlutterFlow, but you're also going to be exposed to how to use Bubble, right? Yeah, you're going to be exposed to how to use Bubble. And then, okay, so somebody said something here. I will just go through the questions here because answering these questions is going to help everybody. How do I get the studentship plan? I'm going to talk about this quickly. Not like, I'm going to talk about this soon, right? Yeah, I'm going to talk about this soon. Okay, yeah. Just a Joba, good to have you here as well. And Chidima, thank you very much for these. So classes will be recorded, and the bootcamp is free. You can support the bootcamp by sharing the link to friends, like and subscribe. Yeah, so this is actually very important. Don't let anyone tell you that okay, you're supposed to pay for the bootcamp. It's totally free. Basically, it's free. All you just need to do to support us is subscribe to the channel, very important, and then like the video as well. Tell people about it. Share it on your LinkedIn, your WhatsApp status, Facebook pages, timeline. Just let more people to know about the bootcamp, right? And then of course, be looking out to maybe flaws, like things that we are not doing very well, right? So if at all there are certain things that is not being done properly, just write it down and then reach out to me. Let me know, okay, David, this can actually be done better. Because actually, I would like to say a big thank you to Sonia Style. Well, that's the name I know her with, right? So she actually advised me that instead of just having the Telegram community where everybody is part of, we should also have like a channel, right? A Telegram channel where I can just like drop information and then people can actually have access to it really fast. And so yeah, so you can always come up with suggestions like that they're like super useful. Yeah, that's my previous answer, and the response from Chidima is with regards to this question, how much is the bootcamp? It's totally free. Okay. Yeah, so the class is recorded. Basically, it's going to be on the YouTube channel, so you will still see this. But it's best you always attend the live classes so you can actually ask questions. Okay, so we've already used 1 hour. The remaining 1 hour is for us to talk about get introduced to FlutterFlow and some other platforms where you're going to be using to learn. All right, so very soon we're going to be talking about that. Babatunde, no registration fee at all. It's free. Okay. Are we going to leverage on product wait list? I don't understand what you mean by this, JJ. Please explain again. Lower sewing. So yeah, it's beginner friendly. Totally. I'm going to be starting from scratch. That's exactly how I do it. So yeah, you're going to like comprehend this really easily. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much for this feedback, Longman. Okay, yeah. Adiku, good to have you here already. Okay, so I think I've answered most of. Okay, someone said something here. Mentor, thanks for the FlutterFlow studentship plan. I have been using it so far. This is super cool. I like this feedback. Yeah, so FlutterFlow has a plan for students, right? So if I told you're a student and you have an active student status in your university, right, then you can actually get to use FlutterFlow for free for a year, right, with all the premium features, right? So you have to make use of it well. So I will talk about how to get this in the same session. Okay, so yeah, startup success. Thank you for saying this. Yes, Sam Smith. I will mention this. I will talk about this. Yeah, but what Victor said here is correct. You need a student email in your university. So I really hope that you have a student email. Okay, so Babatunde, I've already shared the link to where you can register. So please just check the comment section. You will see it. Okay. Yes, definitely. Your company is going to be live with the skills you learn from this, really. Please check the link, Babatunde and everyone else that is looking for the link to join the community on Telegram and WhatsApp. Just check. You see the link to register. When you register, you see where to click to join the community on WhatsApp and on Telegram. And then, of course, make sure that you join the Telegram channel itself. Okay, so and yes, please, just don't forget to press like. Please like the video so the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm will know that this is a good video and will show more people. This is one of the ways you can support us. And of course, subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you very much. I'm getting some comments here. Thank you, CD. Longman as well. Yeah, so patience, you're going to be exposed to a couple of things here. You just need to pay attention and be super passionate about this. Joy Isaiah, you're welcome. Okay. Thank you very much for letting me know. Although of course I didn't get to see this before while I was presenting. Okay, so yeah, someone is asking on which YouTube channel will be the streaming hold. It will be holding here on the Illspace YouTube channel. So where you're currently watching this from, this is where it's going to be happening, right? So every single time it will be happening here. So how can someone find and join the community on Telegram? So I've shared the link to the WhatsApp community, how to register and everything. Just check the comment section, you will see the link. Yes. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. So this particular oh my goodness, I think they are all joined together somehow. Yeah, but this is the link to join the Telegram community. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe immediately after this I would edit the description of this video and then add the links to join. Okay, so yes, you are in the right place. This program will help you do that. Thank you very much. The program will be running daily, but you're not going to be having classes daily. You're going to be having classes 3 times a week and roughly between 1 to 3 hours per day. 1 to 2 hours per day, sorry. Okay, someone is saying the link is not working. Okay, so I think you need to copy the link and paste it somewhere, right? Just give me a second. Let me try something else. I will just quickly try to edit. I don't know if I can do that when we're having a live session, but I will try to edit the description under this video and then put the links. Okay, so just hold on. Let me see if I can do that. I don't know if that's possible, but I haven't tried it before, but I think I'm trying it now. Okay, yeah. So if you check the description or under this video, right, the description of this particular session, all right, you will see the link to join the Telegram community, right? And I'm just going to post another link. Register here. Register with the link below. Yeah, so let me paste the link so you can see where to register. All right. Now, the reason why you're registering is because we will send emails, okay? So when you register, we get to have access to emails and then we can send you emails, all right, with different opportunities. Okay, and then let me also add the Telegram channel. Join the Telegram channel. Okay, all right. So I think that's it. I'm going to update it now. Uh-oh. It says cannot save until errors have been resolved. There's an error? Oh, okay. There's no error actually. Okay. All right. So I have saved the update. So you can just check the description under this video. You will see the link to join the Telegram channel, a Telegram group, right? So I think the first one is Telegram group, and then very importantly, register as well, and then join the Telegram channel. Okay, so that's about it. All right. Let me go back. So please just check the description under the video. Yeah, just check the description on the video. You will see the link. Okay, guys, please do not fight. I'm seeing a lot of people fighting in the comment section. Yeah, please, no need to fight. Yeah, link is actually working, so just try to use it. Okay. All right, and then of course just check the description under the video. You will see the link. Thank you very much. So somebody's saying, so what about non-students that can access the studentship plan? Well, so the cool stuff is this, right? I am actually a FlutterFlow ambassador, so I am looking forward to, I will invite FlutterFlow to attend the graduation ceremony, right? When we are graduating everyone else. So we actually had this event in the Nocode Africa cohort 2. I think it was cohort 2 or, yeah, cohort 2. And then FlutterFlow actually gave access to, give free access to some students, like to use the platform for 3 months for free. Yeah, so I am looking forward to that happening again. I would just have to write an email to FlutterFlow to see if they can actually give access to that. So just try and see how you can participate actively in this. Okay, so I still have some questions here. Okay, thank you very much. So Bubble will be for web if that is what you want to focus on. Okay, so yeah, Bubble is actually for web, right? So FlutterFlow also does web and mobile, right? So you'll be exposed to both. Okay, and then okay, this has already been done, so please just check the comment section or also just check the description of this video. You will see the link. Okay, somebody said I should pin it. I don't know. Okay, so I'm basically not able to do that right now from the studio. I'm basically using the StreamYard studio, so maybe after now I'll do that. Okay, please just check the description under the video. You will see the link. All right. Okay, so guys, the thing is this, right? Just check the description of this video, right? Every single YouTube channel, yeah, every single YouTube channel will, like, you'll see a description under the video, right? So just check the description. You will see a link to click and join the community. Okay. All right. So I think we're done with that. So I will just talk about the different platforms. Let me round up with the document I was sharing. All right. So let's just go here, share my screen again one more time, and share the window and share. Okay, great. So this was the presentation I was making before, and yeah, so I was talking about leveraging the no-code community, no-code Africa community. So we have lots of people, right? So you can actually think about networking with. You can even find your co-founder from this same community, right? So make use of the community. You can find people who can collaborate with you on product. You don't necessarily need to work alone in building your startup. You can actually work with other people. So, and yeah, so I think this is basically the end. Thank you very much. You can find us on Instagram as Nocode Africa HQ, and then on LinkedIn as Nocode Africa. And yeah, I would like you guys to connect with me on LinkedIn. Yeah, so I think that's about the end of the presentation, right? So yeah, Okay, so one more thing. I would like to talk about this. Where is it? So here is academy.vc4a, right? So this is where you're going to be doing more of your theoretical learning. Like we're going to have industry leaders come to teach you things. Of course, they're not going to teach you every single thing, but they're going to share so much of motivation, enthusiasm, some experience, knowledge, right, with you. But for the foundational education, business education, this is where I want you guys to come and learn from, right? So I actually took these courses like 4 5 years ago, right? And they are super helpful, right? And so, yeah, you can come here to academy.vc4e. All right. And then you get to see courses on how to start your business, grow your business, your legal business, that's registering your business, finance your business, mentor driven capital, all of these. I want you to come learn these things, but of course not every single thing, right? So I want you to start with learning these, start your business, grow your business. I would drop the links to the ones that I want you to focus on in the community. All right. And so that's like a very important thing that I want you to focus on. And then also one very important thing is that we're going to be making use of this platform, right? So we have support XDR. So support XDR is basically a bookmarking and resource management tool, right? So you can actually get to, what is it called? You can create dashboards using support XDR as a business owner or a managed service provider or online educator, even an entrepreneur and student like yourself, right? So it has like some very cool features like comprehensive bookmarking tool, smart browser extension, apps and widgets, collaboration, and all of that. So basically, support XDR is one of the sponsors of these bootcamp, and that's why I want you to take a look at what they do, and we will be using most of the uh, we're going to be using their dashboard to showcase most of the things that I want you to learn, like the links to these courses, right? You're going to find them on the dashboard that will be shared later on in the platform. So if at all you don't have an account, you can just come here to supportxdr.com. I will drop a link to the community where you can actually sign up. You don't need to sign up now. I will drop a link to in the community so you can actually sign up. All right. So that's like the thing I needed to talk about here with regard to support XDR. And later on we will talk more about this and how to use the platform itself to access the resources that I will be sharing with every one of you. Okay. So and then another part is we've talked about this, we've talked about support XDR. Then where the next thing we're supposed to talk about is FlutterFlow. So FlutterFlow is the main instrument we're going to be using to learn. So for those people who are very new to the no code development space, right? So it's actually very possible to build apps without coding using FlutterFlow, right? Which is the main instrument we're going to be using. And with FlutterFlow, you can build application faster than ever, just like what you see on the screen. You can create beautiful UI, generate clean code, and deploy to the app stores or web in one click. All right. So this is basically the platform itself. So you can actually come here and sign up and then have access to it. But we're going to start the core class from on the 7th, right? That's when you're going to get introduced to so many things. But in between those period, I will send you links to prerecorded classes that has already happened, right? So you can actually start getting acquainted to certain things like CRUD, which is an acronym for create, read, update, and delete, right? So I will share some information with everyone in the Telegram group and channel, so you can actually start getting acquainted with some of the things you need to learn. All right, with regards to the e-commerce store that we will be building. All right, so this is FlutterFlow, and it's one of the super exciting and no-code instruments that you will find in the world. All right, so yeah, that's it. And then for people who want to understand how to get access to FlutterFlow, like if I told you're a student and you want to get access to FlutterFlow without paying money, of course, I will show you how to do that. So I think I'll just talk about that when we're starting the class on Wednesday, right? On the 7th. Yeah. So we will talk about that on Wednesday. All right. So this is it. And what else would I like us to talk about? We've already spent 1 hour 17 minutes, so we're gonna round up in 13 minutes. That's 1 hour 30 minutes. So I think this is where I'm going to stop for now and then just take questions for the next 13 minutes. Then we can actually wrap up the session. Okay, so if you have any question, you can just ask now, so I can provide responses to them. Okay, so I think there was a, let me see, can I copy it? So some people had issues with the link I shared earlier. So I don't know. I don't know if I can copy it. I think I can. Let me see if I can copy it and share it again. So this is it. I'm gonna copy the link and share it all over again. I think there was a place I didn't I didn't type it well, so maybe it just got mixed up somehow. So let me just copy it and send again now. So I'm gonna drop the link again here in the comment section. So just check it again, guys. I wish there was a way I could pin it. I don't know how to pin it here. So you can just check it again. You will see the link to the Telegram group, the channel, and the link to register for the bootcamp. Why are you guys saying weird things in the comment section? Please just take it easy with yourselves, okay? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out some. Yes, please don't forget this as well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Please don't forget. This is very important. It is one of the ways that you get to let us understand that you're supporting what we're doing here. Yeah, so please don't forget to like this video and subscribe as well. Okay, so somebody said this, and this is very important to me. I have used FlutterFlow for a long time, but haven't launched any final product. I feel I know almost everything about it, but maybe I lack entrepreneurship skills, and that's why I'm happy to be here. Now, yeah, so this is exactly one of the reasons why we created the Nocode Africa Bootcamp and, pivoted Nocode Africa in a little way, right? So because lots of persons know how to build apps, right, without coding, or just turning the ideas into a mobile or web app using FlutterFlow or even Bubble, but not everybody understands how to sell it, right? Not everybody understands marketing, sales, market research, team building, and all. So that's what you're going to be learning in this particular bootcamp. Yes. Okay, so yeah, please, you guys should actually stop all the ridiculous comments. Yeah, I have seen a lot of weird comments in the comment section. Please, you don't need to abuse yourselves. Really, it doesn't make sense at all. Let's try to be more responsible. Thank you very much. Okay, so I also dropped the link again to the community and the registration link, so you can just check it out. Okay, I think, oh my goodness, I think because of how it's been pasted, somehow it's get clustered together, so I mean, when I pasted it, it's not like my fault, right? So, but if at all you can't really use it that way, you can just check the description under the video. You will see where to click to join the community. Yeah. So I pasted it wrongly again. I didn't paste it wrongly, I just pasted it correctly, but I think the StreamYard Studio has a minimum number of characters that it can allow at once, and then it somehow clusters everything together. So I think, okay, the best thing I could do is paste these things one after the other. Yeah, so I will start with the Telegram channel. All right, so I will paste it one after the other, guys. So I'm pasting this one that I'm pasting right now is the Telegram channel. So you will see it as a link, I believe. If it's not a link, just copy and paste it. Then the next one I'm sending out right now is the group. So just join us. I'm pasting another one now. So I'm just pasting them one by one. That way it doesn't get to be scattered. Yeah, so then this one I'm sending in now is for registration in the bootcamp. So yeah, so I think it solves the problem for all of us now. So no need to say wrong things to each other. So yeah, somebody's saying, can we freelance with these skills, sir? So the cool stuff about it is that yes, you can actually get to freelance with this skill. I'm basically a freelancer on Upwork, right? So I build apps for clients on Upwork, right? So, and yeah, you can freelance with this skill on Fiverr, on Upwork. And then if at all you love to teach like myself, you can create courses and then publish them on Udemy and sell. And then one of the most beautiful things that I will be assuring everyone in this particular bootcamp is if you get good at this thing, right, and you can build applications for real, what I will do for you is if you can build apps, I can sell them. All right. So all you just need to do is when you build the apps, we're going to create a particular, maybe a one pager, right, where we are going to put the links to the applications that have been built by students, right? So then we from there advertise it to people that want to purchase it, and you just put your links there and we help you sell it. So if at all you can build the apps after the training, right, we will help you sell the applications. So it's more like a guarantee for you to start generating some reasonable revenue for yourself if you get good at this skill. All right, so we have roughly about 8 minutes, 7-8 minutes before the end of the session. And so please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Okay. Then, okay, someone said the link worked. Somebody's asking a question. Are there visible differences between apps created without codes and the ones with codes? Well, the thing is this, right? The ones created with codes are basically built by traditional developers. You won't even really recognize the differences, right? Because now building an application without writing code doesn't mean that the application does not run with codes. It just means that the platform you're using to build it is making it easy for you to build application by writing the codes for you behind. Okay, so let me show you guys an example. Let me try to sign into FlutterFlow and then check one of the applications that have been built. All right. So just 1 second. All right. So let me look for Nocode Africa. So we have a Nocode Africa learning application, right? So Nala, let me just open that and then we can take a look at it. Action not defined. Let me delete this. I'm gonna share my screen soon. Let me go to web publishing and be sure that this is the correct one. Okay, so all right, so yes, this is the correct application. Let me share my screen and show you something. So for instance, right, I'm presenting my screen now, and yeah, just this. Now this is a FlutterFlow, the dashboard, how it looks like, right? So this is how the dashboard looks like, where you're going to be building application. We have like the widget tree, then we have the main pages itself, the Firestore pads, where you get to access the database and the tables. All right, we have a lot of things here. So we're not doing introduction to FlutterFlow today. Well, technically this is an introduction, right? So then we have the settings and other parts. Now, what I wanted to show you here is this part. If I click here and I say view code, now and then I'm opening this particular section. Now, this application, all of these things that you see here, right? They were built. Let me come back. Okay, not that. So now these are all the codes that makes up these pages that you see here, right? These are the codes. Like you see the codes here. These are the codes, right? So it's not like it's running on water or something. It's basically still running on code. It's just that FlutterFlow does the writing of the codes for you, so they're not different. All right, you won't really recognize any major difference, right? So this is the screens, the pages, how you see it, the front end, and this is the codes around it, and this is FlutterFlow. Okay, this is FlutterFlow. So it's now let me come here to this part and then maybe just preview it. If I preview it, all the pages that you saw before, These are the pages here. So as you can see them here, these are the pages. So we have the pages here, like these are the pages, and all of these pages run on code. It's just that you don't tend to be the one that writes it, right? So this is the Nocode Africa learning application, which you will be exposed to later. All right. So these are all the pages on the application, right? Okay, so I will just stop sharing. That was just to answer your question. All right. So what other thing do we have to talk about? So someone said, are we only focusing on e-commerce? So the thing about it is we can build as many things as possible in a very short time. So we are focusing on one particular thing that has a lot of features that you can learn from and build your own application, right? So we are just focusing on e-commerce. So the reason why we're doing this is we don't just want to expose you to crude, how to do this, how to do that. We want you to see how something is built, like an application is built from start to finish, right, in the bootcamp, right? So when you get to figure this out, you will see how to apply the different knowledge that you learn from this in your own application. So that's like the idea. Okay, so somebody's saying, will we have another Telegram group where participants can share? So we already have a Telegram group where you can actually share the issues that you're facing. And then, of course, guys, this is where I'm begging everybody. So if somebody drops a particular question and then you know an answer to it, please just respond to the person. If you want to wait for me to respond to all the questions, you're going to end up exhausting me. So please, if somebody drops a particular issue and then you know that you faced it before and you know the correct answer to it, you just respond to it. I will just like drop a thumbs up to say, okay, this is correct. Yeah. So so we're learning everything. We're learning web development and app development. It's not super different. It's just the interface that really matters. So web application development and mobile application development. So somebody said here, I have EC subscribing to Firebase plan. We will talk about these. We will talk about this. Yeah. So I have dropped the links. I have dropped the links to register on the bootcamp. So here is the link to the Telegram channel. And this is the link to the Telegram community, the group. And then this is the one for you to register to join the bootcamp. Just register so we can have access to your emails and send you emails with regards to different opportunities. Yeah. So somebody's suggesting here, have you tried using the cheaper cash USD CAD? So someone is asking, thank you, sir, for this opportunity. Are we restricted to having class just on working days, or the class might hold sometimes during weekend? So I don't know about weekend really, but we're supposed to have the classes just during the week. But if at all there will be any changes, you'll be notified in the community. All right. So yeah, this is a response that says that you can replay classes after. Yes. Thank you very much, Dima. Yeah, Hamid, I didn't forget it. We will talk about it during the main classes. This is introduction. A lot of people will be lost if I start explaining that. Yes, it's gonna be. Will this live become a video on YouTube? Yes, it's gonna be a video on YouTube. It's going to be here on YouTube. I have sent the link before. Just check the comment sections. Yes, you can create an account on FlutterFlow. Yes. You asked the question on customer acquisition. I didn't see the question. Please, can you ask again, Daniel Charles? Okay, somebody's asking the $12 fee for the basic plan in FlutterFlow. So that's basically per month. Yeah. So it's not a one-time fee. It's just monthly payment. Yeah, that's how much you pay monthly to keep using FlutterFlow. But if at all you've used FlutterFlow that particular period and it's live, whenever you need to make updates, you have to subscribe to FlutterFlow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so somebody's asking, is the customer acquisition going to be a paid strategy or a free way of acquiring? So we're going to talk about free strategies, right? So it's basically using the lean startup strategy, right? So it's expected that you don't have any money, and so we'll be teaching you how to leverage on not having money to building your business, right? Because not having money can be a good thing sometimes. Yes, we can build websites using FlutterFlow. I'm basically just answering the questions right now. We have like okay, I think we have actually passed the time, so I'll just respond to all the questions and then I'll bring the introductory session to a close. Somebody's asking, can the apps built on FlutterFlow be downloaded on Play Store and Apple Store? Yes, you can actually publish your applications directly to App Store and Play Store from FlutterFlow. Yes. Yes, this is going to be a multi-vendor e-commerce app. No, we're not to pay anything. Yeah. You can rewatch the video just to catch up with the whole thing. Yes, it can be launched in app stores. Thank you very much for this feedback. I really enjoyed your class on YouTube and Udemy. Thank you very much. I like to teach. Thank you. Yes, I will show you the difference between web app and mobile app. Yeah, in this particular bootcamp. Yes. You're very welcome. Yes, to the best of my knowledge, FlutterFlow is the best no-code platform right now. Yes, you can actually integrate FlutterFlow with other platforms using APIs. Yes. You're welcome. Okay, guys. So I think we have actually come to the end of the. Okay, somebody's saying something here. Will you help in selling a Telegram mini app? Anything that you want to build, really. So one of the ways that you can actually generate revenue with the skills that you're going to learn here is if you can build an application, I can sell them for you. That's just it. Because I have the visibility and I know how to sell things. I like to sell things. So if you like to build things, just reach out to me with what you've built and we can sell them for you. By we, I mean myself and my team at Nocode Africa and Eel Space. We can help sell them for you. All right. Okay, so thank you very much to everyone that joined the session. I believe that you have actually been able to benefit from the things that we have talked about here in the class. We've spent 1 hour 35 minutes. And just like we said, the sessions will only be lasting between 1 to 2 hours. And so we have reached the end of today's session. I would have loved to continue, but we don't have so much to talk about again. But before I close, just 1 second. Let me see if I can log in here and just assess this guy. I cannot. Okay, I just wanted to share an information actually, but for some reason I don't have access to that information. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let me share this dashboard with everybody else. So let me just share my screen one more second. And I think I talked about support XDR already, where we are going to be having the tools. So I talked about support XDR here. So let's just go back. Yeah, so I talked about Support XDR already. And so if you come here, this is the dashboard that I created on Support XDR. So if you come here to this link, right, which I will make available in the community, you will see this is where I'm going to be housing all the information with regards to the bootcamp. So Nocode Africa Bootcamp, you will see the links to courses that you're supposed to take on academy.vc4a, right? You're not supposed to take all of them, right? So I will specifically show you the ones to take, but this is like where it houses every single thing, okay? So yeah, that's just what I wanted to show everyone, okay? All right, so thank you very much once again for being part of the introductory class for the bootcamp. If you have any suggestion as to what we can actually do to improve how the bootcamp is going to run, just reach out to me, and I'll be super excited to get to hear your contributions. Thank you very much. Thank you, Francisca. Thank you. Okay, I wouldn't like to mother your name. Thank you, Ugu. All right. So somebody's asking, do you only sell apps built with FlutterFlow? So I sell apps built with any no-code instrument. So if at all you build any application built with Bubble, FlutterFlow, Adalo, yeah, you just reach out to me. I will help sell them. This is one of the ways that you can actually generate revenue from your skills. So yeah, so if you can build, I can help you sell. By I mean my team at Nocode Africa and Space. We will help you sell them, and we will provide you with the visibility you need. In fact, I will specifically create a video and put it on the YouTube channel here, so to advertise the application and get people that want to buy it to see it, and of course get the application. And then from there you get paid, of course. Yeah, so Pixel Joy, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Yes, I will try as much as possible to make sure that it is easy to understand. So someone is asking, how long did it take to learn FlutterFlow? Well, it depends on how hungry you are. By hungry, I mean how much do you want to know how to use FlutterFlow? How much do you want to know how to build apps with FlutterFlow? How much do you want to know how to turn that your idea into a mobile and web application and launch it into the market? If you're super hungry, you can achieve it in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, in a month. It depends, right? It also depends on your comprehension ability. Thank you very much, Babatunde. Thank you, Kato. Chidima, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Adele's Technologies, thank you so much. So it is worthy of note that the document for the bootcamp was created by Chidima. So I'm giving her flowers here in the live chat. So Chidima, thank you very much for working on the document itself. All right. Adele's Technologies, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for my flowers too. Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you so much, Francisca again. Joy, thank you very much. Sabiha, thank you very much. Rukayat, thank you very much. Okay, how about Zoho, Microsoft, Power? You can actually connect all of these platforms to FlutterFlow using APIs. Yes, you can do that. Adesina, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I love you too. Thank you very much. All right. Someone said that. Yeah, thank you very much, Hamid. Thank you very much. So I'm actually super excited to guide as many persons as possible to jump on this journey to building things, right? So yeah, I'm super excited to teach. It's quite exhausting, but it's interesting. Thank you, Chidima. Thank you very much. Victor Tom. Okay, no problem. Hoping to meet you too. Okay, all right. So I think we have come to the end of the session, and I believe that you've already joined the Telegram group, the Telegram channel, and in fact the WhatsApp group and all. So you'll be getting so much information from myself and from my team. All right. So I think I'll just keep staying here and then presenting the thank yous. I think I like it. um, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay, so all right, guys. I think if I want to stay here for so long, we're going to just keep taking so much time. All right, thank you very much. Keep sending it in. Thank you very much, and have a great evening and day or night wherever you are. See you in the Telegram community. All right. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends who will benefit from this program. Thank you very much, and God bless you.